Welcome again, soulmates. My name is Jenny. So today's video I'm going to be showing you guys on how to draft out a basic body. This is a requested video from my TikTok followers requesting that I draft out a basic body because she is a beginner. So if you are also a beginner and this interests you, don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is to place your shoulder measurement divided by 2. My shoulder measurement is 15 inches divided by 2. I got 7.5. So from that shoulder measurement, I went down by ½ inch. So that ½ inch is going to serve as the shoulder slope because we all know that our shoulder is not straight. So from that ½ inch, I went down by my armhole length, which I'm going to display on the screen. Then still placing the tape on the shoulder, not on that ½ inch again. I'm going to measure out my half length. So just take your measurement from your shoulder down to your half length, that part at your waist area that looks so curvy and deep. That is where your half length is going to be, above your navel area. So the next thing I did is to also take my measurement from my shoulder to my nipple point, which is known as the bust point. I'm going to connect all the lines together like this. So on the chest line, I'm going to place my bust measurement divided by 4, as you see me doing right here. Then whatsoever you have at the shoulder line, just go ahead and place it on the chest line like this to get the armhole lengths. So you can see what I have. Then I'm going to rule a straight line. So now measure from that ½ inch down to the chest line. Whatsoever you have, just go ahead and divide it into 2 to get the midpoint. So from that midpoint, just go in like this by ½ inch. So after going in by ½ inch, I'm going to connect all these points together to get my armhole curve. So to get the armhole curve, you can actually go ahead and connect this with your free hand. Is actually easy, but I will advise you as a beginner to get your pattern master, or you can get an armhole curve. This is also known as tailoring tools. It is very necessary but not compulsory. But if you are going into the aspect of pattern drafting, it is necessary for you to have these tools. So on the waistline, I went ahead to divide my waist measurement by 4. Divided by 4, then I added 1 inch for that intake. I will always advise you to go ahead and cross-check your measurements. After that, I went ahead to divide my nipple to nipple measurements. So just place your tape on your nipple to the other nipple. So whatsoever you have, go ahead and divide that into 2 like this. So because we are drafting on the pattern paper, so we are not going to add ½ inch to the bust span, which is also known as the nipple to nipple measurement. So but when you're drafting this on your main fabric, you are going to add ½ inch to whatsoever you have for the bust span. So your bust span is when you divide your nipple to nipple measurements into 2. Then mark ½ inch at both sides of the dart line, then you connect it all the way like this. For the neck width, I'm going to make use of 3 inches. Now this neck width of 3 inches is not constant. This actually depends on the shoulder measurement you are working with. So if you are working with a shoulder measurement that is more than 8 inches, that means you are going to make use of 3.5 inches for the neck width. Then for the neck depth, I'm going to make use of 3.5 inches. Also, the neck depth is not constant, so it varies depending on the style you are working with. Then I'm going to just connect my shoulder slope like this, and I'm going to use this marker to make everything more visible for you guys to see. So guys, this is what we have. So now it's time for us to draft out the back pattern. Then I went ahead to rule out this line, which is going to be as a demarcation between the front and the back. So for the back pattern, go ahead and mark out your zip allowance. So if you are using a zip allowance, this is the first thing you need to do. Then after that, go ahead and determine the length of the back. So now let me explain this better. So for the back, depending on the style you are working with, so if you are working with a style that involves you having a bust dart. That means the back length is not going to be the same. It's going to be shorter than that of the front half length. Okay, let me say, for example, you have a bust dart of 2 inches. Okay, so you are going to just go ahead and subtract that 2 inches from the front half length. So whatsoever you have is what you are going to use as the back half length. So if you don't understand this part, don't worry, I have a lot of videos where I explain more of this, so just go ahead and check it out on the channel. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark out my neck width, which is also 3 inches. So the neck width for the front and back are always the same. Then for the back neck depth, you can use 1 inch or 1.5 inches. So after doing that, I went ahead to place my shoulder measurement divided by 2 on that line like this. Then come down by ½ inch, just like the way we did for the front. Mark out my armhole length, so like the way we did for the front also, which is also going to serve as a chest line. So whatsoever you have at that shoulder point, go ahead and place it right like this on the chest line to get the armhole line. So after doing this, go ahead and divide your bust measurement again by 4. So whatsoever you have, going to place it just like this on the chest line, so you can see. So after placing it, I'm going to use my pattern master to curve out my armhole. Let me explain something. To get the armhole for the back, you don't need to go in by ½ inch, so you're just going to leave it this way like this. So after doing that, went ahead to place my bust span, which is the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So I'm going to place it to get the back dart. So know it that for the front dart, it's going to start 1 inch before the bust points. So you can see like this. But for the dart at the back, it's going to start directly from the chest line. So after doing this, guys, I'm going to label this the back and also the front. So on the half length, I'm going to divide my waist measurement by 4. Then you go ahead and replace this dart intake. So always make sure you replace your dart intake. Then you're going to just connect the points together. After doing that, you can notice that there is no seam allowance on this pattern. So whenever you want to cut it on your fabric, please make sure you add your seam allowance. At the up and the down, you're going to add ½ inch. At the side, you are going to add 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So I have a video where I made use of this pattern. So I'm going to place it on the description box below. And you're going to also see it at the end of this video. So thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.